In a rare glimpse into the interior dealings of global military espionage, a snapshot has surfaced on social media, providing a unique view of a People's Liberation Army Central Military Command Shan H-6N bomber. But it's what clings to the underbelly of this aircraft that has set the world's defense forums alight, what appears to be a YJ-21 air-launched ballistic missile. The YJ-21 is a top-secret project, yet it's already infamous for its rumored hypersonic prowess and deft maneuverability. It now emerges as a devastating threat for both land and sea targets across the globe. Known in naval circles as one of the carrier killers, this high-tech warhead throws a long shadow over the seascape of maritime power, posing a threat whose capabilities could eclipse the defensive prowess of even the most cutting-edge American warships. With a cold reach of over 932 miles, the YJ-21 sends shivers down the spine, packing a mean punch as it zooms through the sky. American experts are on the edge, already fearing the projectile's expected ability to slice through the toughest naval defenses and hit American aircraft carriers. The birth of the YJ-21 is wrapped in whispers and mystery, rumored to be a wicked twist on the CM-401 ballistic missile. The word around the People's Liberation Army Navy is that it shares some DNA with the DF-21D anti-ship ballistic missile, yet taken to a new level, as the YJ-21 hits the afterburners at harrowing hypersonic speeds, making it virtually unstoppable. Amidst the shadows of global espionage, China's latest top-secret air-launched ballistic missile is being regarded as the next big threat to ground and maritime vehicles worldwide. At the same time, our sponsor, War Thunder, offers an opportunity to strategize and dominate in a world shaped by unparalleled military might. One of the most comprehensive and highly detailed vehicle combat video games ever developed, War Thunder grants immediate control over a vast arsenal of over 2,500 armored vehicles, helicopters, and aircraft from the top 10 leading nations in the arms industry. Spanning vehicles from the World War I era, helicopters from the Vietnam War, imposing main battle tanks that have rolled through the Middle East since the 1990s, and recent jet aircraft and vessels that have patrolled the Pacific, War Thunder offers extraordinary detail, down to the tiniest components like the wheels and sensors of ground vehicles. Furthermore, War Thunder enables you to personalize your vehicles with historically accurate markings and decorations from specific armies, putting you in control and letting you truly experience the impact of your victories, all delivered through its top-notch graphics, immersive sound effects, and thrilling PvP battles within a thriving community of over 70 million players. Buckle up, Commander. Dive into the world of War Thunder for free on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. And click the link in the description to claim an exclusive bonus pack featuring premium vehicles for both new and returning players who haven't played in at least 6 months across all platforms. Exclusive bonuses include 7 days of premium account access, 100,000 Silver Lions, and the Eagle of Valor vehicle demonstrator. Act fast. These exclusive offers are only available for a limited time. In a dramatic turn of events that shook both the high seas and the halls of power worldwide, the People's Liberation Army Navy pulled back the curtain on their cutting-edge anti-ship hypersonic missile, the Eagle Strike 21, in 2023. Amid the boiling tensions in the Taiwan Strait, this power move was seen by Chinese military minds as a clear shot across the bow to the United States. Also known as the YJ-21, this missile is a true behemoth of speed, clocking in at a jaw-dropping Mach 10 at its terminal phase. As per a communiqué released on the official Weibo channel of the People's Liberation Army Strategic Support Force, the Eagle Strike 21 stands in a league of its own. It's touted to slip through the net of any anti-missile defense currently in the field, making it a ghost against the shield wall of modern countermeasures. The YJ-21, with its lethal accuracy, is primed to deliver knockout blows to enemy ships, striking with deadly precision. The missile's grand reveal at a high-profile air show in November 2023 didn't just turn heads, it hammered home China's strategic leap forward. This display is interpreted by many as a bold statement of the Chinese Navy's intent to construct a more extensive offshore defense mechanism. By doing so, they're pushing their area denial capabilities into new territories, setting a higher bar for maritime supremacy. Adding to the narrative of technological supremacy, the PLA Navy has shared video footage showcasing the launch of the YJ-21 from the deck of a Type 55 destroyer, China's most sophisticated and powerful surface combatant to date. Details emerging from the PLA's account highlight the missile's terrifying velocity, maintaining a speed 6 times that of sound throughout its trajectory, before accelerating to a terminal speed 10 times that of sound, or 3,400 meters per second upon impact. The The PLA asserts that such breakneck speed makes the missile virtually unstoppable and ensures catastrophic damage to its targets, even in the absence of an explosive payload. The advent of the YJ-21E, the missile's export variant, during the previous year's Airshow China, has stirred the global defense community. This introduction indicates that the domestic iteration, Eagle Strike 21, may have been surpassed by even more advanced hypersonic missiles within the Chinese Navy's arsenal. This crucial piece of intel, first dropped by China Science Communication and Guangming Online before being echoed by an official PLA channel, is seen by defense pundits as a deliberate signal to the United States. This act of transparency marks a pivotal moment in China's strategic communication, illustrating a bold step into a new chapter of geopolitical chess, where stakes are sky high and moves are watched with bated breath. In a recent clandestine simulation at a highly confidential research facility in Chengdu, China, a group of scientists meticulously demonstrated a theoretical attack scenario. This scenario depicted the Chinese military's strategic deployment of a barrage of cutting-edge hypersonic anti-ship missiles, notably supported by an innovative space-based electromagnetic weapons system. The primary objective of this simulated assault was to effectively incapacitate U.S. naval warships. The intricate operation was orchestrated by a team of experts affiliated with the Science and Technology on Electronic Information Control Laboratory. This particular laboratory operates as a specialized division under the auspices of the state-owned conglomerate China Electronic Technology Group Corporation. The Hong Kong-based South China Morning Post has reported on this event, shedding light on the sophisticated military capabilities being explored by Chinese researchers. In the detailed simulation, an American aircraft carrier strike group was depicted as navigating the vast expanse of the ocean at maximum velocity. This strike group was notably equipped with an array of warplanes, each boasting a combat range of about 621 miles. Launching the attack from a significant distance of 746 miles, the People's Liberation Army initiated the assault by unleashing a volley of hypersonic anti-ship missiles. These missiles ascended to an altitude surpassing 124 miles before descending with precision toward the U.S. naval vessels. At the heart of this covert simulation was a startling revelation. The missile barrage managed to fly under the radar, quite literally, of the carrier group's detection systems until just 10 minutes post-launch, closing in at a hair-raising proximity of only 31 miles. The crux of this simulation success lay in the ingenious deployment of China's space-based electromagnetic weapons system, which rendered the radar capabilities of the U.S. escort ships ineffective through a sophisticated top-down disruption tactic. This maneuver reiterates the age-old military axiom that dominance from the high ground, or in this case the high orbit, can clinch a decisive upper hand in conflict. The Chinese missiles were stealthily escorted by strategically placed low-orbit electronic warfare satellites. Positioned right over the American aircraft carrier, these satellites were tasked with detecting and jamming the radar signals from the U.S. warships. By pumping out overpowering countersignals, these advanced systems blurred the radar reflections of the incoming missiles into the ambient noise, effectively masking their deadly approach. Chinese military strategists argued that deploying just a handful of these satellites could knock the wind from the sails of an entire aircraft carrier strike group. They assured that a group of only 28 satellites could stretch their cover over the globe, offering an omnipresent strike threat. This simulated assault zeroed in on the U.S. military's Spy-1D radar system, a linchpin in the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer's defensive suite against long-range missile threats. The Chinese brain trust mapped out a crafty game plan where a duo of satellites would gang up on this radar, assaulting it from multiple directions. This would trigger false alarms and sow confusion, miring U.S. forces in a quagmire of distorted operational reality. As the simulation onslaught pressed on, a crucial tactical shift was unveiled: the deactivation of satellite jamming once the Chinese missiles breached a 50-kilometer boundary from their prey. This strategic pivot enabled the missiles' onboard jammers to spring into action, coupled with the execution of complex terminal maneuvers. These tactics ensured the missiles could dodge any attempts at interception, guiding them to ruthlessly strike down their intended marks. The hypersonic missiles at the heart of this scenario, while shrouded in anonymity, unmistakably mirrored the traits of the YJ-21 pictured below the H-6N bomber. Lauded for its breakneck speeds, capable of outstripping any defensive measures thrown by a carrier group, this missile sharply narrows the window for counteraction, crunching down the reaction time of enemy defenses to an almost negligible 20 seconds or less. While the dispatch platform for these menacing projectiles remained a mystery within the simulation, military pundits are wagering that China's Type 55 destroyer might just fit the bill as the launch pad for such advanced ordnance. This inference isn't pulled from thin air. It's anchored in the destroyer's pivotal role and its harmonious match with the operational ambit of the YJ-21 missile. However, emerging visuals of the missile perched on an H-6N bomber could throw a wrench into the strategic forecast, suggesting a more nimble and foreboding threat than previously envisioned. This revelation broadens the missile's reach and adds a layer of mobility and unpredictability, significantly upping the ante in the chess game of modern warfare. Big thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Don't miss out on playing the game for free on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And be sure to claim your free bonuses for new and returning players who haven't played in 6 months by using our link in the description. What are you waiting for? Go grab them now.